guys, this is episode 6 of Born Nasty, and this episode is on visiting hours. I'm Mark,
I'm Elliot.
and visiting hours is also known as Terror at Central Hospital, Get Well Soon, and The Fright. But before we go on to that, I'll ask you, Elliot, have you bought anything recently?
I bought a couple things. I bought, I think it's called 964 Pinocchio. It's kind of like a Tetsuo the Iron Man type film as far as I
Yeah.
can tell.
Alright.
I haven't heard of it, but I found it for cheap and I thought it was interesting, so I picked it up.
Some of
I've
these
yet to
ones
watch
can be.
that.
Some of these ones
Yeah.
can be interesting, so you never know.
Have you seen it?
I've not seen it, no, I've never heard of it until just like 20 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks pretty fucked up.
Anything else?
I know there was something. Oh, I got the 4K remaster of Suspiria.
Ooh,
I'm
excellent
excited about
purchase.
that.
I want a
Yes.
I want a 4K TV first.
Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I just I couldn't pass up on it because I know
no.
that it's gonna look great either way.
Yeah, it's a great looking film.
Plus, I traded off my my last version, my Synapse, or was it a Synapse originally? The one that I
no
had?
idea.
I don't
have
remember.
No idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. But anyway,
No
you wouldn't know what
idea.
version I had. But I had traded it off for something I really needed, so I was glad to get this upgraded version.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm a sucker for things like special features and that, eh? And so if that's got stuff like that on it, I'll probably end up buying it. Because Suspiria is a favourite of mine. I love it. That music just... Oh.
The music really helps make the film for sure.
Oh, it does. Did you know that actually played it on set while the actors were doing their scenes?
No.
They actually played the music live, yeah. But we'll get into that once we actually do Suspiria. Because that's section 3, so that'll be way into next year we do that. Maybe that'll probably be into 2019 even. But yeah, so that's one I'll be really excited to do. It's a favourite of mine.
What about you? What'd you buy?
Right, I got quite a few things. Do you know what? This was kind of a poor month for me. poor wage wise. But I ended up doing something I've not done in a long time, is I bought quite a lot of movies. I bought Pigs, which is also known as Daddy's Deadly Darling or something. I can't remember. It's on the Blu-ray. I'm just looking at it from here. And that's a Mark Lawrence movie. Mark Lawrence was an actor from like the 40s and 50s. He's known for like playing gangsters and stuff. And do you know what? It's on the section 3 list, and it's one of these ones I'm really interested in going into. I've never watched it yet, but I'm really interested in watching it because his life is very, very close to the actual story of what's that Frank Darabont movie with Jim Carrey? The
Truman Show?
No, the other one. The Majestic. The Majestic.
Oh, The Majestic.
It's very much like The Majestic because he was like this star in the 50s, and then his whole career just went boom, and he was blacklisted because of he was apparently linked to communism.
Well, that'll do it.
So, especially back in the 50s, you know. So, and then this is a movie. He's only a film he directed, so I'm interested in watching that. I got Street Trash on 88 Films, so I'm interested in watching that. Which I'm ashamed to say I'd never heard of before buying it. I just thought, oh, that looks interesting. Another one from 88 Films I got was Seeding of a Ghost. So that's a Shaw Brothers movie. I'm interested in watching that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really interested in watching that. I also got The Deadly Spawn. I actually ordered that, so I'm looking forward to it. I was going to watch that, but I thought, do you know what, I'll watch that another time.
You gotta be in the right mood.
Yeah, I'll totally
be in the mood for like a cheesy monster movie.
Yeah, I really want to watch that. And the other one was The Driller Killer, the Steelbook. So, and I also got Stephen Thrower's monster masterpiece of a book called Nightmare USA, which is like the Bible of trash exploitation American movies. And this thing, I would actually pick it up right now, but this thing weighs about £5. It is a monster of a fucking book. It is gigantic.
Yeah, I've known about that book for a few years. Yeah. It's been on my radar. I still haven't
totally
grabbed it.
Totally get it. I've just kind of flipped through it and it looks really interesting.
Right on. I don't think you're gonna like Street Trash, but
No, do you know, I'm up for anything, yeah, you never know. You
I
never
wish
know.
you.
Yeah. So is that everything you've bought pretty much?
I think so. There
Mm,
might have been something else. I'm excited for a couple pre-orders that
cool.
I know AGFA, the American Genre Film Archive, is putting out God Monster of Indian Flats on Blu-ray, which is it's about basically about a killer sheep. It's supposedly like the craziest monster movie that has ever been made and almost nobody's seen. So I'm
Oh,
definitely excited to
is this
check
an
it out.
Australian movie? No, that's Black Sheep, is
I
it? That was that Black Sheep. The one with
That's
the
Black
sheep.
Sheep.
Black
That's
Sheep,
Black Sheep.
yeah. That's about
That
killer
movie's
sheep.
fun.
Yeah, that's a fun movie. What was I going
But
to say?
I can't remember if I got anything else. It's been a couple weeks now, so
Do you know what? I've spent so long trying to look up the name of that movie, and I forgot. I could have looked back to the old podcast, but I didn't. What was the name of that movie with the guy with the really weird face? I kept on thinking Beyond the Ninth Gate or something.
Beyond the Seventh Door.
Beyond the Seventh Door, right?
Very close.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up because I want to watch that. Right. So, have you watched anything recently?
Oh yeah.
In our 3 weeks or so since our last
I
podcast.
I watched a lot.
I
I'm just gonna list them off real quick because that's how I feel
Yeah.
like doing it.
That's
I watched Black Devil Doll from Hell.
Ooh.
I watched Jeepers Creepers 3.
Ugh.
I watched Hobgoblins. I watched Drive-In Massacre. Game Night, which is in
That's a
theaters.
new one, isn't it? That's a new
Yeah.
one, yeah.
And Evils of the Night.
Devil Dolls from Black Devil Dolls from Hell. That's one of these really, 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 really independent movies, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
That's
it costs like
that's
$3.
Yeah, it's super low budget. I've seen the Cinema Snob do a video on it, and it was really funny.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
the guy's done like 2 movies. Yeah.
There's like a 6-minute scene of this doll, this puppet, fucking this chick. It's like 6 solid minutes, and it's not interesting to look at. It's just
No.
like, what the hell?
If you want to see that shit, you could have done better. You can probably watch was it Team America?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is done.
I'd much rather
which
watch
is actually
that.
funny.
And then Jeepers Creepers 3 obviously was a pile of shit.
Being told that's abysmal. But you know what? That guy's a fucking evil child molester. I wouldn't watch any of his movies.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
know what?
Victor Salva.
Yeah, and have you seen the guy? He's a fucking disgusting.
He looks like John Wayne Gacy with a little pedo mustache.
Yeah, or that big thing from Blade. You know the big fat thing from Blade?
Yeah.
From the movie. Yeah, he looks kind of like that. Yeah, he's also...
My curiosity got the better of me, so I was
Yeah.
on Netflix, and I was just like, why not? I'm at work.
I saw the first one, and to be honest, the first one's not as good as people make it out to be. It's like, that's alright. But you can definitely tell it's the work of a yeah, of a paedophile. We won't mince words, you can tell it's the work of a paedophile, It's kind of got that horrible, yucky feeling about it. So is that everything?
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about a couple of these other ones real quick, and then
Go ahead, yeah, absolutely. I'm interested in.
Hobgoblins was just goofy, not really worth much.
Yeah.
I
I know. Mystery Science Theater 3000 done a thing on Hobgoblins, and the director got really pissed off. He wasn't happy. I think he's one of the ones that actually complained about their riffing on it.
That's funny. I'm not a big MST3K fan, but I had heard that they had done that.
I quite like it. I can take it or leave it.
Game Night was hysterical. That was very
it's
funny.
a comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, I didn't know it was comedy.
I mean, there's murder in it, but yeah, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's hysterical, man.
Very
It was so
good,
funny.
yeah.
It was like the perfect date movie. Drive-In Massacre was delightful.
Yeah,
and
88 films have released Drive-In Massacre. I've been thinking of buying it.
yeah, over here we had Severin release it.
Yeah.
And then Evils of the Night was like the perfect 80s. It was goofy, but I don't know if it was goofy on purpose. It was it was like a perfect 80s horror movie. I loved it.
Yeah, I love 80s. Oh, 70s and 80s is my perfect era. movie-wise. Actually, do you know, the 70s is my best era, movie-wise, music-wise. I think the 70s is amazing. I love the 70s. I do love the 80s as well, though. Fashion-wise and...
There's a bit different feel to each of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can totally tell the difference.
Alright, what'd you watch?
Right, I watched, Society, by the Brian Yunza film. And I don't know what I thought of it. It was a really slow movie.
Belt blasphemy.
Until the last 20 minutes where it was like, the effects were really good, it was really yucky, it was really well done. But I felt it would have worked better as a short movie as opposed to a full-length movie. Because I think
I didn't feel like it was slow. I'm surprised that you thought it was slow.
I thought it was deathly slow. And I think that the lead up to it it just took forever. I didn't know what was happening. It was like, I thought it would have worked better as like maybe a half an hour, 45-minute short movie as opposed to a 110-minute movie. What else did I watch? What else did I watch? Oh, Vamp, the Richard Venk movie, which I really like. I know so many people hate this movie. I love it.
The one with Grace Jones?
Yeah, yeah. It's got this. It starts off like a high school comedy almost, and turns into this fucking crazy. They go to like a strip club, and then it turns out it's covered in vampires. And I wouldn't be surprised if Quentin Tarantino got inspiration for that from Dusk Till Dawn, because
I was going to make that comparison.
Yeah, it's got a lot of similarities. Obviously, Vamp came first, but do you know, there's such a charm to this movie that I really like it. I can't put my finger on. I've seen it about 5 times now, and just to see if I feel the same way every time I watch it, am I going to feel the same way about it? And I do. I like it every single time. I don't know why. There's something about it I really, really like. And I don't know, I like it a lot. And then the last movie. Now, there's kind of backstory of why I watched this last one, because I kept on seeing on Facebook and stuff popping up saying this is the scariest movie ever. People have turned this movie off halfway through. I thought, yeah, and I roll my eyes. I go, okay, bring it on. So I watched. It's called Veronica. It's a Spanish movie.
I watched that too.
Did you watch it as well? Yeah, and it's a pretty good movie. And I didn't dislike it. I thought it was alright. It's better than most Hollywood movies of this type. It's a demon possession movie, and I quite liked it. Was it the scariest movie ever? No. What I did like about it is I didn't do the whole jump scare thing. There's no jump scares in it. It's very bloodless almost. But I liked it. I thought it was well acted. It's got a good atmosphere about it. It's a pretty decent kind of demon possession Ouija board movie. Better than most of the kind. And I'm just
it was okay.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, and I'm just waiting for Hollywood to get their hands on it to make a jump scare movie though.
I hate when films are advertised as being scary because they never are.
No, they never are. No, but you know, I think maybe if it's your first horror movie of sorts, you know, you might find it really scary. It's got good atmosphere, and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it way more than I expected to. So I'm kind of glad I went charge accepted and watched it because I genuinely enjoyed it. It's not the scariest movie ever, but it's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I know a lot of adults who won't even watch horror movies because they actually get scared, and I'm like, that's...
Yeah. That's not the point of a horror movie.
Yeah, but they don't... Some people don't like that adrenaline rush.
It's like not watching a comedy in case you're too scared to laugh at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to laugh, so I'm not going to watch a comedy. I don't like being happy.
Right. We've done a top 5 again. Now, we're having trouble coming up with these top 5s. But we decided to do top 5 movies of our year of birth, which is 1987 for the both of us.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot to do this.
Did you forget to do this? Oh. But I will compensate for that, and I will give you my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I know one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say that before you do?
You can.
Evil Dead. Isn't that 87?
I know. That's on the Video Nasty list. No, Evil Dead's like 81, 82.
No way.
Yeah, fucking way, yeah. Yeah, way.
Alright, well, never mind.
Do you know what? As I was looking through 87 had a lot of good movies.
I know that too. I remember looking through and being like,
Right, I just got kind of a little mixture here. The first one is, now it's not in no order, and there are seven as opposed to five. That's not opposed to five because seven's not the opposite of five, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the first one I've got here is Hell Comes to Frogtown, which is the one with Randy.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah, Rowdy Piper. Yeah, Rowdy
Stop
Roddy
it, cat! Fuck off!
Rowdy Roddy Piper, yeah, and he's a guy called John Hell, and he's like a sex maniac almost, isn't he? He has to wear a chastity belt, and he's told to save this town called Frogtown with the help of this hot woman.
Well,
do you know what it's cause?
He's like the only man.
Yeah, he's like the only man, living, yeah.
So they put the belt on him so that he.
yeah, zaps him.
I love that movie.
Yeah, do you know what? I never saw it until last year. The first time I watched it was last year, and I loved it. I thought, this is so much fun. It's a lot of fun. It's what you'd expect, It's got great nudity in it.
It's got puppets.
The chicks are hot in it. Yeah, it's got the puppets. It's a lot of fun. Obviously you got the two vampire movies of 1987. You've got The Lost Boys and you've got Near Dark, and there's always a debate on which one's better.
Oh, Near Dark is better.
I don't know. I like both. I think I've seen Lost Boys more, and when I was starting out reviewing movies on my YouTube channel, I actually done a review of The Lost Boys before I was able to edit. So it's just 10 minutes of me rambling for 15 minutes on The Lost Boys. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just talking. I've got Hellraiser, the Clive Barker movie, which is excellent.
Yes, Hellraiser. Excellent. That would have been on my list too.
Yeah, it's excellent. The effects in that movie, do you know what? I just showed you. Hellraiser is an example of a movie. When I say I prefer practical effects over CGI, Hellraiser is a great example because they've done so much with so little money, and they made a great movie. They made a really great movie.
Yeah, and like all of the sequels at least after the third one have really kind of sullied the name of Hellraiser.
Yeah. Well, it's like
those first two especially are super good movies.
Yeah, they're excellent. The third one's not so good, but the
third one's watchable.
Really yeah,
but
watchable.
It's not on the same level.
Do they not send them into space and through the internet and everything later on?
On 4, they go into space.
Fucking hell! Did you meet Jason?
I don't think there's a crossover.
No. I wouldn't be surprised if they went that way. If they went down that route, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think there's an internet one as well. But yeah, I really like it. It's a great little movie. It's just there's something else I was going to say about it, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sure we'll come back to it some other time.
Oh, speaking of crossovers, real quick, you mind if I interject?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
I saw something on a Facebook group or something, and it was like, who would win in a fight, Chucky or Leprechaun?
Fucking hell!
And it was an interesting debate.
How old are these people?
It's just for fun.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting debate. Some people I don't know. If you were to put them in a movie, who would win? I think it really depends on the circumstances because they're pretty much even. I mean, they both have magic of a type. It was fun.
Do you know what they're some people take these things so seriously though. Do you have people take these things really seriously? How dare you say Chucky would win? Leprechaun would totally kick his ass.
No, this was all in good fun.
That's good. But the guy that plays the Leprechaun, Warwick Davis, he's now hosting an afternoon quiz show. Every day he hosts this quiz show.
That's awesome.
Called Tenable. Yeah. It's not the best quiz show, but he's quite popular over here for stuff like that.
I love Warwick Davis. He's done so many cool things.
Yeah. I like what's the one I like? Willow's really good.
Willow.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I've also got The Stepfather, which is the one with the dude from Lost, Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn, yeah.
He marries these women and bumps them off. He is fantastic in this movie. It is one of the most intense performances of probably the 80s. He's brilliant.
He's a great actor.
He's a really good actor. Even in Lost, you can tell how good an actor he is.
Yeah, you can.
Regardless of your opinions of Lost, he was always one of the best things about it. He's a fantastic actor. And you get to see him with hair in this.
Oh, that's a plus.
Yeah. Another one I've got here is Stage Fright. Is that a Lamberto Bava movie? I can't remember who directed it. I think I'm wrong. No, I don't think it is. Backtrack. Got information wrong. Stage Fright, great movie. It's set on this theatre where people are being bumped off one by one. It's a great slasher movie. The person's dressed in this big owl head, big giant owl.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's a really, really good one. And it's got Giovanni Lombardo Radici in it. He's always great. Also, no, I like his Americanized name, which is John Morgan. Morgan with an H, so it's Morghan, Morgan, and yeah, it's clearly a fake name, but yeah, he's always great, and he pops up in a lot of these movies, a lot of these video nasties.
But yeah, it's like a stage giallo. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And another one I've got is Summer School, which I never watched until last year. But I done an old podcast, and one of the films we watched was Summer School, and it's kind of like this school comedy with what's his name, Mark, the NCIS guy, Mark Harmon's in it, and it's got these two characters in it, and they reference all these horror movies, and it's a really good movie, and it does have a lot of I can't explain this. It's a really fun movie. It's a really funny movie.
I haven't heard of it.
As if you don't know, nobody's heard of this movie, but I suggest you check it out. It might be on Netflix. I really, really enjoyed it. And the two characters that are obsessed with horror movies and even stages the scene where everybody's murdered. It's really good. I really enjoy it. And that was 1987 as well. Yeah, so that's my top 7 of 1987.
That was 7?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go too in depth in your dark, the Catherine Bigelow movie, but because I've not seen it that often. Right. I remember really liking it, but I can't. I think Lance Henriksen was in it, and he's always good.
Yeah, he's great, and then Bill Paxton was great.
Yeah, oh yeah, Bill Paxton's in it as well. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he was always awesome.
All right.
Right. Now this is our feature presentation. This is Visiting Hours, and I will play the trailer.
In this hospital, your next visit may be your last.
All visitors, please leave the hospital. Dr. Len wants...
Visiting Hours, so frightening you may never recover. Starring Lee Grant, William Shatner, Linda Pearl. Once, every few years, a movie comes along that is so chilling, so terrifying, it sets a new level of fright. It will reach you in ways you cannot predict, because it is so intense, so frightening, you may never recover. Visiting Hours, starring Lee Grant, William Shatner, Linda Pearl. Rated R.
It didn't even announce Michael Ironside.
No, I know, and he's by far the best thing in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you consider that it's not really starring William Shatner. It's more of a glorified cameo more than anything.
Yeah, he's barely in it.
Yeah, he's not in it, hardly in it at all. Yeah,
he's not very Shatnery in it.
No, he's not at all. That's because he barely has any lines in it. Yeah, it was directed by a guy called Jean-Claude Lord.
The most pretentious name I've ever heard.
I'm probably mispronouncing that. Well, it's a Canadian movie, so he's clearly French-Canadian. Yeah, so like you said at the beginning, it's also known as Terror at Central Hospital, Get Well Soon. Oh, and the Fright.
I think Visiting Hours is by far the best title.
Yeah, it clearly is, yeah. And it's, we'll give a short summary. It starts out with Lee Grant, who plays a woman called Deborah, and she's like a feminist reporter. She's doing this TV report on a lawyer that's protecting a guy who's been shot by his wife, and the wife was apparently being attacked. and she's very much against this kind of behaviour. When you're watching this, you just see this guy watching the TV report and constantly squeezing a stress ball. This woman's boss is that's William Shatner, and he doesn't do much in this movie. But we'll get on that in a little bit. Michael Ironside is the guy with the stress ball who's watching on the TV, and every now and then you'll just see him squeezing the stress ball, and she's talking because he's clearly pissed off about something. But at this point in the movie, you don't really know why. After this interview, she goes home, doesn't she? And she thinks that something's wrong with her house.
Mm-hmm.
And he hears all these noises and blames her housekeeper. And she goes into the shower. The shower's still on, and she just assumes it's the housekeeper and all the rest of it. Then a parrot jumps out. But that's quite a good jump scare. Really, you see the parrot. The parrot jumps out, and she goes ah. And no one's in the shower. She gets attacked by this naked guy dressed in her jewellery. He goes fucking nuts and tries to stab her all around the house.
Yes.
And it's assumed that it's the same guy with the stress ball, isn't it?
Yep.
She opens the window, she tries to scream for help and stuff. This guy's a fucking nutter because he won't stop chasing around the house and stabbing her. She jumps on a dumbwaiter to try and escape him, and he cuts her down, and she ends up in the hospital. She gets rescued and she gets sent to the hospital, which is, kind of the basis for the film. It's called Visiting Hours because it's set in the hospital.
Yes.
So when she's rescued in that, Michael Shatner, fucking hell, William Shatner's William Shatner's there to kind of reassure her, make sure she's okay and that. She befriends a nurse called Sheila. Yeah, she's a nurse that works there, and she's trying to make sure everything's alright and all the rest of it. She says that the bastard that attacked her, this is her words, was there to kill her. It wasn't just a robbery. She thinks that it was deliberately to kill her. So almost to prove her point, he sneaks in there dressed as a flower guy to try to send her so-called well wishes.
Yes.
So he gets in there and obviously tries to kill her. And she's stalking the hospital and that. The nurses are floating about, so he can't kind of do what he's set out to do. So he goes into her room, and he accidentally kills an old woman. He switches up switches off a life support or something, and he accidentally kills this old woman. When the nurse finds out, he ends up killing the nurse as well. So this guy clearly doesn't kill who he's killing.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
He cuts her air and just watches as she's suffocating.
Yeah.
And then he starts taking pictures.
Yeah, that's his thing. His thing is after every murder he takes photos of his victims.
He takes pictures while they're dying.
Yeah, exactly.
Not after.
He takes pictures while they're dying. He's got no mercy, this guy. He's taking photos all the time as the people are dying, and he realises he's fucked up that he's killed the wrong person. He doesn't stop him. He doesn't really care about it. He washes up and all the rest of it, and then the nurse Sheila finds the old woman and the Hispanic nurse he murdered. She finishes work. The nurse Sheila, she's kind of panicked and everything, so she decides to head home. And Michael Ironside, the crazy psychopath he is, decides to follow her home as she leaves work. And then she notices her shower's on. It's kind of mirroring the scene with the Deborah character.
Right.
So you kind of think it might be something to do with him, but it turns out that's her teenage daughter, which is kind of a good little. I like the way that it kind of played. It plays with your expectations there. I kind of like that. You see this guy who's Michael Ironside, whose name's Colt, like the gun, and this waitress ends up asking him out on a date. This guy of all people, Mr. Emotional Issues, and he just kind of stares and he goes, yeah, sure. He really doesn't. He couldn't care less because his eyes are focused on this kind of prostitute-looking woman. I don't know if she was a prostitute.
No, she was just
high
schooler.
She's got the 80s hair, the curly 80s hair. She's got this kind of punk thing going on, and he decides to try and make his way towards her. He takes her home, and she wants to put on music and stuff, which he doesn't take a liking to, does he?
No.
Nah, he ends up trying to rape her and everything, doesn't he?
It's fun. It's weird. That's what makes you like. Okay, he's obviously already fucked up, but
Yeah.
she's basically willing to give it to him, and he's like, he's an ass
Yeah.
about it, and just decides to rape her instead.
Yeah, that's kind of she's just she's clearly not easy, but she's clearly kind of wanting something. Yeah, when he says no, he ends up kind of threatening her with a knife, pushing her on the bed, ripping her clothes off, and then threatening her with his, then kind of harassing her with his knife while he rapes her. It's like that's kind of it's quite a nasty scene. You don't see much. It's
No.
kind of I was going to say it's implied.
Yeah.
It is implied, but it's heavily implied. That's quite a nasty scene.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
couple
you
of
look-
these scenes made me super uncomfortable, even though they're not really
Yeah.
showing anything. That's
Yeah.
pretty skillful.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's quite well done. It's like it does give you that kind of eerie feeling. Yeah, he tries to smother her before he rapes her, doesn't he? He tries to smother her against his chest, and that's when she kind of goes apeshit and he attacks her. Yeah, then the press end up asking if this is all linked to that Deborah woman's interview she done, the TV programme. She doesn't think it has anything to do with that she thinks it's personal. She doesn't think it's got anything to do with the programme as such. She thinks it's a personal attack. It goes on to say that this Colt guy, he visits his disfigured dad at a home. It's implied that there's something that's happened in his past that makes him kind of dislike women, or this kind of women. And as the movie goes on, it reveals more and more of his past. Then it goes like to the next day where Deborah finds the nurse and the old woman dead. She actually finds them dead in her old room, and she knows for sure now that this killer is after her. She says, "This person's after me. This was a mistake that he killed this woman. He was after me the whole time." He ended up disguising himself as a nurse, like as an orderly. This Colt guy. He ended up everything's like a disguise so he can get into this hospital. And
Yeah.
It seems to work for him. He doesn't take too kindly when a man tells him off for not being a surgeon, because she's going into A&E to get a surgery done, and he tries to make his way in there, and the guy kind of shouts at him. Guy says, "Look, you're not supposed to be in here. You're not a surgeon." And he doesn't like that very much. Because he's kind of looking for what do you call it, the scrubs. So as she goes into surgery, she sees this guy in his disguise just before she's anaesthetised. And she's going to sleep. She kind of sees him. She kind of panics before kind of blacking out. Because obviously in that situation, if you're going to be murdered, you're going to be kind of a little bit frightened, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah. You don't know whether he actually was in the room or not, or if it's just her mind playing tricks.
I just assumed
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, I assumed he was as well. He takes photos of that Sheila girl, doesn't he? And her kids from a distance. When Sheila's at the nurse, when she's at her house, he takes these creepy photos of her from a distance, and you find out that he makes like a collage of all the victims that he's obviously killed or harassed or molested, and he's made them into like a face. Like a mask of sorts on his wall.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a skull, and it's like in his closet or something.
Yeah, I kind of thought that as well. Yeah, it looked kind of like a skull. While he's visiting his dad, there's another flashback to when he was a child, which goes into like how you get. It's implied that at this point it's implied that his mum attacked his dad.
Yeah.
And that's why his dad's disfigured, and his mum kind of you see his mum fighting back, and because the dad genuinely did attack her. The dad attacked as the little boy's watching, but you don't really find out how he's disfigured. I thought at this point that he was shot, but it goes into that later on.
Basically, it's a lot like Nightmares and a Damaged Brain.
Yeah. As the way it goes into the flashback and that. As we do our final thoughts, we'll go on about the differences between A Nightmares and a Damaged Brain and this movie, because there's a big difference.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so the Deborah woman, the woman that's in the hospital, she tells William Shatner about that she thinks that this guy was in the ER, that she thinks that she goes on about the patient and the dead nurse she found, and she says that the link is that this person's after her, and this was a mistake all along. Yeah, William Shatner says it's all in her head and that this guy was probably a gold digging relative. It's like, yeah. Yeah.
People never believe the victims.
Yeah, I know, especially the slasher movie. It goes on to Lisa, who was the kind of the punk girl, with the crazy hair that was molested earlier on. She goes to a clinic, which the nurse Sheila's at. She does a part-time shift at this clinic, and she sees how beaten up she is. All the scars from where this guy beat the shit out of her. Yeah, it goes a bit into that later on. And she says that she was beaten because this guy couldn't perform. You know, this guy couldn't perform sexually, so he beat the shit out of her. Yeah, it goes into the scene where he's listening to this radio show of a woman who was beaten by her husband. She wishes that she'd shot him. Just like the woman that was mentioned at the start of the movie, when that Deborah woman was going on about, this
Right.
self-defense thing. And you can tell how angry he's getting when he's listening to this. He's got his stress ball and that. So there's clearly a connection with the whole retaliation thing he's got. With women retaliating to men that are beating them up. And clearly doesn't like that. So this time he dresses as an orderly, and he gets told to as he goes into the hospital, he gets told to take this old man's wheelchair. The guy is chatting away to him, having the time of his life chatting to this orderly, and the guy clearly doesn't give a shit. Obviously, because he's got other things on his mind.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's quite funny, yeah.
And the old guy in the wheelchair is like, that lady's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's just like,
yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
I kind of expected him just to wheel it down the stairs and keep about his business.
Yeah, I kind of thought that as well. Yeah. He finds that the Deborah isn't in the room, but he spots her waiting for the nurse. She's in a wheelchair, obviously, because she's just had an operation. And he finds her talking to a security guard. He kind of freaks out, and he goes to another flashback. He goes into the laundry room. He goes into the laundry room and he has another freak out. He has another flashback, and the flashback reveals that as the dad was attacking the mum, she throws boiling fat in his face.
Did you say boiling fire?
Boiling fat.
Oh, fat.
Yeah,
I thought you said boiling fire. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's kind of a given. Boiling fire. Yeah, that's the name of my grindcore band. Boiling fire. So yeah, he ends up killing the wheelchair guy because I thought, the stress ball's clearly not working for him if he's going around killing random patients.
Yeah.
He throws the security guard through a window. This guy's got some strength on him. He just goes about throwing guys through windows and shit. Yeah. He makes his way to Deborah's room, and she screams. He extends a flick knife. Before a doctor arrives, he kind of rushes through. He runs outside and escapes, and drives away. He was always going about with this flick knife. He's always kind of threatening people with this flick knife he's got.
Yeah. Is this when he gets home and he's all frustrated or what?
Yeah. He goes home and then you see all these things written around his room. It says pervert and asshole and sicko and... Yeah. I don't know whether that was written in blood or lipstick or something.
Who knows? Probably makeup, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been makeup. I assume that was written by his mum to his dad, maybe, because I get the feeling that was his mum and dad's house. It looks a lot like the same house from the flashbacks. Yeah, the house is completely trashed.
I assumed it was written by what's her face?
Oh yeah, the punk woman.
Yeah.
Lisa, was it Lisa? Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been. Yeah, I never thought of that actually. Yeah, that makes more sense. He finds some of the photos from his collage missing. He kind of freaks out.
Yeah.
And Deborah freaks out, and she tries to explain to Shatner what's going on, and he just says that her views and opinions divide people. Because she firmly believes that these women have a right to protect themselves and shoot the people that are attacking them, and William Shatner says, look, your opinions divide people, and it makes some people very angry, such as Mr. Stressball.
Yeah.
So Sheila, the nurse, gets an urgent page to the hospital, and she finds Lisa, we'll call her the punk girl, the 80s punk girl, waiting to talk to her. She shows her the photos that she stole from Colt's house, the crazy psycho's house. She gets a strange phone call and she sends Lisa to warn Deborah while she heads out because she's in fear of her family. She's thinking, look, I got a strange call at my house.
She's gonna run home.
Yeah, shit's going down. Check she's okay while I go and protect my family. Because she's thinking that it could be the same person that's terrorising the hospital. So she gets home, she grabs this giant fucking knife to protect herself. She finds dolls in her living room and they're all decapitated.
Yeah.
And thankfully she finds a kid sleeping. She phones Deborah at the hospital, but she's stabbed. She's stabbed in the side before she could actually get to talk to her. As usual, he takes photos of her while he's kicking the shit out of her. The kid starts shouting on her, and he, because obviously they're hearing the noise, and he heads upstairs menacingly towards them. And then he obviously changes his mind, because he just decides to leave. During, terrorising these kids. He goes back home. He drinks some beer and ties a tourniquet using his belt around his arm. Yeah, he just smashes his arm. He takes all these pills as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then he just
smashes his arm onto the empty beer bottle.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Oh, bloody.
Yeah, he gets himself all bloody so he can also be taken to hospital.
Yes.
He's really stopping at nothing. So yeah, his arm is gushing.
Keeps visiting, as it were, this hospital.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, every hour. Visiting hours.
Yeah.
She was rushed to hospital as well, as she's just been stabbed.
It had taken the punk girl a while because of all the cops and whatnot, or the security that wouldn't let her through. So when they finally find out who it is, they run to his place, but he's not there anymore.
No,
because the ambulance took him.
Yeah, because he's.
So the cops aren't at the hospital.
No, one of the police guys says that she was probably saved by the fact that the blade hit her ribs, and didn't go any further. So luckily his aim was off. So when she's in the hospital, Sheila's family are obviously there. Her daughters are there, and one of her daughters actually recognises Colt as he'd been rushed in. It goes to show that the collage was in the shape of a skull, like you said earlier. It zooms in on the collage and you can see it was in the shape of a skull. He frees himself after being drugged and, bandaged. He ends up dressing himself. He takes for some reason he ends up just taking patients' drips out. They're IVs. I don't know why he does that. He doesn't.
I didn't notice that.
He doesn't have to die. He takes patients' drips out and buzzes their help buttons. That's what it is. I think that's as a distraction as he.
Oh
yeah. So
I thought you said something else. Yeah, he was doing that to bring
what
the
did you think
attention elsewhere.
Yeah. And then he violently attacks one of the orderlies. I say violently attacks him because that's all he does. Everything this guy does is violent. He grabs. Then he ends up seeing Deborah, and he ends up grabbing her in a room. He tells her to listen to him instead of talking all the time. All she does is talk about things. Talk about when she's going on about her debates and that. All she does is talk. She says you need to listen to other people, such as him. Mr. Rational.
Yeah.
So as he kind of touches her, he touches her breasts and all the rest of it. He stops her from trying to stab her with the scissors. So she ends up throwing alcohol in his face, which pretty much blinds him. So he kind of screams all blinded, and she escapes into a lift, an elevator, as you would call it. And he tries to stab her through the doors. He tries to stab her through the doors as the elevator's moving up. So Colt ends up finding her on the basement. So he jumps down from the ceiling and chases her through the basement. But he's wounded. He's really wounded. He can hardly move. She hides in a room while he's limping away. She hides in a room where she finds a comatose Sheila. Obviously, getting x-rayed. She's waiting on her x-rays from her stab wounds and stuff. And she sees her kind of just all left by herself. So she's kind of concerned about that. So she kind of baits him, doesn't she? She baits Colt. She ends up hiding behind this curtain, and he checks all the curtains
Yeah.
looking for her, and then it ends up getting the last move in him and stabbing him in the stomach. And I like that right at the very end, he ends up making a last minute grab before just kind of bleeding and dying. He dies.
He
and
still
then,
goes for it, even though he knows.
Yeah,
he's
he goes for like
ruthless.
yeah, and then Sheila's wheeled away safely, and Deb faints in a William Shatner's arms, probably just due to all exhaustion. And then it ends on just a close up of Michael Ironside as he's dying. So I think that was quite a quick summary. Yeah, so we're getting into our final thoughts about this. You should probably go first because you never said much on the movie itself. So, what are your final thoughts on it?
I'm not gonna bury the lead too much. I'm very glad this one's out of the way.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like it had some really great scenes, but I felt like they were stuffed inside of a moldy sack or something. Like the whole the ambience, the tone of the movie was fucking weird. Like it felt like it was shot in the 60s or something, but it was the 80s.
I can kind of see where you're coming from. Yeah.
It really threw me off. It had me, but like by the time we got to like 3/4 of the way in, I was digging it pretty well, but only because of Michael Ironside. Like I just wanted to see what he was gonna do next. He was great.
Yeah. He is fantastic in it. Do you know what? He's one of my favourite character actors. You can watch him in nearly any movie, and he's always usually the best part about it. The thing is, he's usually only a side character of some sort. This is it's kind of a lead role almost. This is the lead role, pretty much. I think he's fantastic in this.
Oh yeah.
I think, do you know what? During the movie Monsters, when we were talking about movie monsters, this guy could easily be one of the movie monsters.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know if I would call this a slasher movie or not.
Yeah, kind of is, but
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, and I think he's one of the best, most threatening slasher killers in most movies. You know, I think he's he's so good in this movie. It's like he makes the movie. You know.
Yeah, you wonder if he's actually unhinged in real life when you watch.
Yeah, he's so good in it. I think he's absolutely brilliant in it, and he makes this film so much better than it kind of should be. If they cast anybody else, in this film, it would just be a normal slasher movie set in a hospital, you know.
Yeah, if they cast anybody else in this movie, I probably wouldn't like it at all.
Yeah, it would just be X-Ray, or you know, although I do kind of like X-Ray.
X-Ray is fun, though.
Yeah, do you know what? It's better than Halloween 2. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Just my opinion.
I don't like Halloween 2.
Nah, I think it's better than Halloween 2. Yeah, there's something about this movie I really like. I can't put my finger on it. It's slow paced. I think the pacing would put a lot of people off it. It's really slow paced, but I didn't mind it so much. It doesn't rely too much on jump scares or anything like that. I think the tension in this movie is really well done. It's got some really genuine suspense in it. I think that's done really well. And every scene that he's in, Michael Ironside in, he just owns it, and he's genuinely terrifying.
I feel like the movie started off like shit. Like it started so shitty.
Yeah,
like, it did not grab me at all.
No.
Until it went on, and you finally see more of this character.
Yeah.
Like I didn't give a shit about Deborah.
Nah, neither did I. No. It's funny you say that.
Who gives a fuck? Kill her.
Yeah. That was kind of that as well. She didn't really. I was neither here nor there for her either.
The only one I cared about was the nurse.
Yeah, she was good. I liked her in it a lot. Yeah, she was good.
She seemed genuine and sweet and all that.
Yeah, I cared a lot more about her than I did for the character of Deborah, who was just like, she's just there. And William Shatner, why does he get like second billing for what I say is a glorified cameo? He's got like 3 lines in it, and it's.
He didn't need to be in it.
He didn't need to be at all.
But
the character needed to be in it.
Star power, I guess.
Yeah. Can you imagine what this movie would be like if he was the killer?
It basically would be Halloween.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, literally.
Michael Myers.
Because it's actually a William Shatner mask. Yeah. Yeah, I think the
What if
tension in
William
this movie...
Shatner wore a Michael Myers mask?
No, that's just that would destroy the world. You know, that would just break reality. That'd be just like, wait a minute, what's happening here? This is one of these things that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this film a lot better than I probably should. I think 90% of that is down to Michael Ironside's performance. I think
Yep.
he's fantastic. Was this before or after Scanners?
I believe it's before.
Before Scanners. I can imagine him being cast in Scanners due to this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he's not in more films. You know, he does a lot of video game voiceover work. He's obviously in the Sam Fisher games, the Splinter Cell games, and that. But you know what? Even in shitty films, he's still really good. The next Karate Kid, as bad as that movie is,
Oh, he's awesome.
pretty good at it. He's pretty good at it. He's a total dick in it. He's a total fucking asshole in it. But he's really good at it.
Have you seen Turbo Kid?
Sorry?
Have you seen Turbo Kid?
Turbo Kid, I haven't.
Oh. Well, he's
I've
great in
never
that
heard
too.
of that. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't? You definitely got to see that one. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll check out.
I digress.
So how would you rate this movie? Wait, I don't know. Before ratings, right? Before ratings, I just want to go on to say, out of all the movies we've done, the previous 5 movies we've reviewed, this is the first actual movie. This is the one that feels the most like a professional movie, you know, as opposed to one that's kind of funny, one that's accidentally humorous, you know, one that's cheesy, one that's not well made. I think this is the first one that's actually well made.
Yes.
A well made movie.
Yeah. It's
You can
close,
tell they're trying to do something.
It's close to Killer Nun in a way.
Yeah.
But Killer Nun has got a lot of accidentally hilarious moments.
Yeah, this doesn't. This is done very seriously. This is done quite straight, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it works all the more for it. Eh?
I think Killer Nun was supposed to be done straight, but it just didn't.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was definitely meant to be done straight. It didn't go across like that.
No, it didn't.
And I loved all the more that it was just fucking hilarious.
This movie had some other things though. Like the music really bummed me out.
I can't even remember the music.
It was bad. I mean,
Was that? I can't even remember it.
it was like took me out of it. I watched it on YouTube, so like a couple times the audio got out of sync. But if I would closed it and opened it, it would fix.
Yeah, that
So-
knows me a little bit. Yeah.
That was kind of a nuisance.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'd probably give this a. If I had to give this movie a rating, I would give it a 6.
A 6. Entertainment value, a 90%.
All due to Michael Ironside.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Nothing else in this movie really did it for me.
No. Well, I would give this an 8. Border on 8.5. 90% of that's due to Michael Ironside, but I do think a lot of the direction's pretty solid. I think the tension's really good in it. I think the atmosphere's really good in it for the most part. But he just chills me to the fucking bone in this movie. He's so intense. He's so intense.
Yeah.
And he really does scare you. If more people had seen this movie, I think he would be higher up in like, you know, when it comes to like top 10 lists of crazy killer movies, you know, I think he would be quite high up there. I just got his name as Colt. I can't even remember the second name. I just got Colt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colt. I think it's like Hawks or something weird.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but yeah, he is. He should be in more movies. He's a great actor, and I think he's absolutely brilliant in this film. I mean, he's so good at it.
Yeah,
I can't.
Go ahead.
No, I was just say I can't actually state that enough. How good he was in this film, man. He saves it.
Yeah, like we said earlier, if anyone else was cast in it, it probably would not have been good at all. It would have been boring as fuck.
Yeah. Right, what were you going to say?
Oh, just a little tiny note. Like I didn't even realize his name was Colt the whole time. I thought it was Cole. Like,
So did I. I
Did
thought
you?
that as well. I was only when I went onto IMDb to, look up cast names, I thought, oh, his name's Colt. And all through the notes, I've got Cole, Cole.
Yeah.
So I don't know, having to change Cole to Colt, which is kind of easy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that,
Oh yeah, I've got to rate it. No, I've already rated it. Yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think it's one of the best movies we'll have reviewed, just because of Michael Ironside, pretty much.
I mean, yeah,
But,
it's definitely going to be one of the better performances we see.
yeah, yeah.
Worth a
Yeah.
watch just for that. I probably won't
Yeah.
watch it again anytime soon, just because I found a lot of it kind of boring.
Yeah.
But anytime he was on screen, I was glued.
I was also wanting to kind of add that I can imagine a lot of people thinking that this is a misogynistic movie. I don't think that at all. This isn't a misogynistic movie. He's a misogynistic character.
Yeah. Yep.
His character is very misogynistic.
Yeah.
And I don't think that makes the movie misogynistic.
No, it's
The
no
movie
way
itself-
advocating.
the movie doesn't hate women. The movie itself does not hate women in any way. Just his character. If anything, I think the movie is, pro women. If anything, it's about the strength of the women trying to make it through it.
Yeah, they're the
try to stop the
protagonists,
bad
and they
guy.
actually
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah, exactly. He is definitely misogynistic. The movie isn't. I just wanted to add that.
Yeah. Any clues for you why this is on the nasty list?
Yeah, obviously, kind of the sexual nature of some of the violence in it. You don't see much. I don't think there's even any nudity in this movie. But even when he attacks the nurse Sheila, it is kind of brutal the way he does it. It's not overly violent. It's not an overly violent movie, but there is it's the tone of the violence more than what you actually see. And I think the reason it's on the Nasties list, one of the things I hated was sexual violence, and this kind of toes that line almost,
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Although you don't see much, there is a kind of nastiness to it.
I just think it's hilarious. All the movies that didn't get put on the list that probably definitely should have been over a lot of what we've seen. It's odd.
Do I think this should have been on the list? No. I don't think any film should have been on the list,
Well,
to be honest
yeah, I
with
was
you.
gonna say, first of all, nothing should have been on the list, but-
Yeah, but I mean, if you are to make a list, this isn't one of the movies. And I think this just got released in the UK last year. But I'm glad it has been released, because it's a movie I did enjoy, for the most part. And it's the second time I've seen it, and I did enjoy it.
Yeah, we've had it for quite some time over here.
Yeah. I would recommend it to anybody wanting a decent slasher movie just to see him in it.
Now, aren't there still movies becoming not declassified, but you know what I mean? Like,
Just released, yeah.
yeah, that you haven't been able to get.
Yeah, Maniac for some reason is still banned over here, because do you know what it is? Sometimes they just can't be bothered actually thinking, oh, what, that movie's not been released over here yet. I think it's just that. I think they just become forgotten. Until somebody, something thinks, some like distributor thinks, oh, maybe this is a good idea to have this certified, and then,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's just funny. So is there anything that's officially still banned?
Yeah. A movie called The Bunny Game was recently banned. One called Hate Crime, that was banned. These are recent movies that were banned.
So weird.
Yeah.
We don't get things banned over here.
Nah, neither do we usually. But, yeah, there are even movies becoming uncut more often, eh? But what you do find a lot of is movies are now being downgraded. It's like, for one, this is what I can't understand is American History X. That used to be an 18 here. Now 18 is the highest category get over here, and that was downgraded to a 15. That means that anyone under 15 can, purchase this movie or watch it in the cinema. Whereas when it was an 18, it would be illegal for anyone under 18 to buy or watch it in the cinema.
All right.
So I don't know why American History X was downgraded, because that's quite a brutal movie.
Yeah. Maybe
it's the message.
Yeah, maybe because it's anti-Nazi.
Yeah, maybe it is. Which again is another thing that it's a very anti-Nazi movie, where some people would see the opposite side of it, where it's pro-Nazi.
Yeah, well, some people watch it and go, "Oh man, that guy's so cool," because he doesn't come off as cool.
Nah,
but
not at all. You get the opposite feeling.
Well, but you can see how some people would get that feeling because people are stupid.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, is that just because one person sees it as pro-Nazi, for the hundreds of thousands of people to see it as anti-Nazi, why should they ban it? Not that it's being banned, but why should they ban a movie because they think that one person will be influenced by it?
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing for the video Nasties listeners. They thought that it would corrupt people's minds, right? Now, why should they ban a movie or put a movie on like a specific list because they think that minority would be corrupted? You know, the minds would be corrupted of the minority, opposed to the majority of people who would be perfectly fine watching it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people are fucking idiots.
I agree. Well, should we draw our movie?
We shall draw the yes.
Okay. I drew number 50. Well, let me see what that corresponds to. The Evil Dead.
Oh, right. I'm going to have to try and get a way to watch that. I'm sure it's on Netflix or something. Do you know what? I'll check YouTube quickly to see if it's... Please be on YouTube.
You don't own it?
No, I used to, but I don't know what happened. I can't find it anywhere. Full movie. Come on. I bet it's not even on Netflix. Watch on 249. I'm sure I'll find a way to watch it. I'm sure I'll find a way. Yeah, I'll find a way to watch it easily, I'm sure.
I'm excited.
Right.
This is I'm just gonna spoil it right now. This is one of my favorite movies. So
Yeah. I've listened to it in a long time. I remember quite enjoying it.
yeah, the first it's technically. Well, we'll talk about it when the time comes. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
I'm just really excited to get into it.
Yeah.
Evil Dead. All right. I was wondering when this would pop up. This popped up pretty early.
Yeah, it has been actually. Do you know what? We'll have to start getting like bonus episodes and that ready for some time, eh?
Yeah, I'm just so committed to watching these.
Yeah, me too. I know, totally. But yeah, there were some other movies I meant to watch in the past few weeks, but I'll probably try and get done this week. You know, just
What?
And,
what do you mean?
You know, I meant to watch more movies, but I didn't because I was busy watching like sitcoms and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I got sidetracked by watching like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and stuff.
That's a fun show.
Which is great. That's a lot of fun. I'm really liking that.
Well, it's like I work in the evening, so I wake up. Well, I work in the afternoon to like pretty late.
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm always like, I can wake up and watch a movie, and then like I just can't choose anything because I'm not really feeling it because I just woke up.
That's me in a nutshell just now. Eh? I've got so many movies. Oh, I forgot to mention one of the other movies on my recently purchase list.
Sure.
I bought a movie called The Relic.
The Relic, okay.
Which is one from the 90s, and I watched it years ago. I used to have it on DVD years ago, and I obviously sold it for some reason when I was tired of DVDs. But yeah, I bought The Relic, and I remember that being pretty good. I remember the old woman from Kindergarten Cop was in it.
Okay.
You know, the little old woman, you know, the headmistress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. She's like the curator of the museum. I'm gonna have to watch that again. It's like a monster movie if I remember properly. I think I liked it. I think it reminded me a lot about that movie Mimic. I get mixed up between
the Del Toro movie. I don't really like Mimic too much.
Nah, it's all. I like parts of it. Do you know what? The thing that annoys me, and it annoys me in every movie he's in, is that. Oh, the thingy guy, the Barbra Streisand. Oh, what's his name? Who's Barbra Streisand married to? Fucking Brolin, Josh Brolin, James Brolin's son, yeah. Yeah, he annoys me in all these films. I don't really like him much as that though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an odd person to annoy you.
Yeah?
I don't
know why.
I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either. Just something about him annoys me. Something about him annoys me. I think he just plays the same character in a lot of movies, eh? He just... Ugh. Yeah, he annoys me. There's a reason behind it, I'm sure.
Alright.
Yeah, I might try and watch that again.
Well, I have what? I have like 4 copies of Evil Dead, so...
Post me one!
Well, 2 of them are VHS.
Yeah, that I can't use. Do you know what? I'm sure it'll be on. It should be on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, it fucking well should be. Do you know what? Give me a second. Where's my remote control? Ugh. I'm going to see if this is on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, then it should be. It's a big movie.
I think the remake is on Netflix.
Yeah. Do you know what? See, whenever I'm looking for an actual movie to watch, I will never find it on our Netflix because our Netflix is fucking garbage. I mean, you have no idea. I'm wondering whether I should actually keep this in the podcast or not. Just, you know, maybe a twat.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
You have the editing power.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I have left quite a few bad choices in the odd edit before.
It's okay, Mark. They can tell you're a twat anyway.
Sorry?
I said it's okay, Mark. They can tell you're a twat anyway.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody knows that already. It's like, what? I'm pretty sure people already know me as like the Scottish cunt or the Scottish twat. Yeah, yeah. I'm perfectly fine with it. I made my peace with it a long time ago. See, if I was, why did they drop the from the Evil Dead 2?
Why did what?
Why did they drop the word the from the Evil Dead 2? How is it just called Evil Dead 2?
It's also just called Evil Dead, isn't it?
No,
it's
the
not.
Evil Dead.
It is the
It's
Evil
the
Dead.
Evil Dead. See, I always get this titles relating to the Evil Dead, but I can't actually find the Evil Dead. Bastard.
Well, see, and I have Army of Darkness, and that's even worse. It's like you can at least call it Evil Dead Army of Darkness.
Yeah, well, one was originally meant to be called Medieval Dead, and I think that's a fantastic title.
That would have been amazing.
I would have been, Medieval Dead. I really like that. Oh yeah.
It's not focusing.
I used to have the trilogy.
This got some great art.
But you know, I don't like slipcases. See, I like slipcases like that where it's different. I don't like slipcases that have the exact same artwork.
So, like I said, that's a weird hang-up of yours.
Yeah, no, it just annoys me, and I've thrown many a slipcase out just because they're identical. And I remember you saying, "Why did you do that for? That's a stupid thing to do. They're worth a fortune." I'm like, "Oh well."
Yeah, I mean, you can actually make money on slipcases. People do it all the time.
Yeah, well, I need money, so I need to.
I actually have extra slipcases I should probably sell because a couple of the Scream Factory releases, when you bought the limited editions when they first came out, came with an extra, like a bonus slipcase with different art on it.
Yeah.
So
see, I like it when I got bonus art on that. That's different.
But so I have these slipcases that I'm not even using. I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do with these. Because like I had to put the exclusive ones on it because they're more rare. You know. So it's a whole thing.
I've got the Evil Dead here to buy. Don't buy it.
I just rent it for a couple bucks. Didn't you say you had that option?
Yeah. I might just do that. Yeah, I might have to be my option. Do we go with Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube? Yeah, I'll go with YouTube because it's $3.49 on Amazon Prime. So I'll go with YouTube because it's like saving like £1.
All right, there you go.
It annoys me because I used to have it. Fuck. Yeah. So yeah, our next pick is the Evil Dead.
I think that next week I want to challenge you to watch a movie, and you should challenge me to watch a movie.
Oh, you mean like a movie I don't like, or just a movie in general?
Well, just something that I want you to watch, and then you.
Oh yeah, I got one for you.
And it can be like a difficult to watch movie, like that could be fun too.
No, I just want you to watch a good movie. There's a movie I like that I want you to watch, and it's because it's one of these movies that I want everyone to watch because I like it. Okay,
well we can do that too.
Yeah.
But I want to wait till next week because I got to come up with my pick.
All right, but I already know mine. Right,
well, go ahead and give it. Go ahead and give it to me because I'll get it watched by next week.
Okay, I want you to watch The Disappearance of Alice Creed.
How do you spell Creed?
Creed.
Oh, Creed.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where I can watch that?
I don't. I've got it on Blu-ray. It's a British movie, But
Okay.
I agree. There's just something about it I really like, and nobody's seen it. Very few people have seen it, but I think it's a really well done little movie.
All right, I'll try to find it.
Is there anything you'd like to add before this ends?
I don't think so. I think that's it for Born Nasty this week.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
See you next
I've
time.
been
Bye.
Mark. Bye.